Manchester City mean business. Manchester City will be back next season. I can guarantee you that. So, Reijnders to Manchester City. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place for Dutch midfielders to join Manchester City. Deal almost done since yesterday, as revealed and now being finalised for package worth around 70 million euros. Personal terms sealed days ago and formal steps to follow. So 70 million euros in our currency is about 58 million pounds. You cannot go wrong. Reijnders is going to improve their team straight away. Straight away. Byron Rodri becomes their best midfielder. We know Manchester City this season have had problems in the midfield, and that's probably been the area that's been regarding that situation. And they now go through a situation where they're going to have to rebuild that midfield that once was great. Obviously, the likes of Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, I just haven't been into as high standards as they'll like in previous seasons. Obviously, we know that Rodri's been injured as well, but to caveat that, all the other midfielders just haven't been great. Kevin De Bruyne's legs have fallen off with injuries, etc., over the past couple of years as well. And they're going through that stage of rebuilding the midfield. And added in Reijnders, who is going to help them with legs. I just think this is an absolutely brilliant piece of business. And I do think it's going to be one of the signings of the actual season. And to be honest, he's going to be one of the best eights in the league. He improves them already. Not only what he can just do on the ball, off the ball, covers the acres of space on the ground, on the pitch. And for a midfielder as well, for a player that's not really a goal-scoring midfielder, he's actually got very good numbers for them in this area, 10 goals and 4 assists, and 3 goals in the Champions League. And we know Manchester City do like midfielders that can score a couple of goals here and there, and he's going to add that as well. And I feel like this is going to benefit a lot of other players, like your Phil Fodens, who's going to add that stability and that midfield to cover the ground with the Rodri and the Reijnders in the midfield. You're going to see players like Phil Foden probably back to the best. You're going to see Man City comfortably dominate the ball more often without having to just worry about losing it. This is just a brilliant piece of business, man. This is a player that I would like Liverpool to be interested in, because I actually think he can actually play the 6 as a double pivot. We've seen him in the Euros for the Netherlands play that double pivot role with him and like Frankie de Jong, for example, and he does it really well. He's got a really nice pass and really good shots on him, and energetic. This is just a brilliant piece of business for Manchester City. That's fair play to them. And when they pulled out that Wirtz deal, I sat and thought, there's probably a world where they did get rejected by Florian Wirtz. But I actually think, in hindsight, they looked at this situation and thought the overall package for Florian Wirtz could be too expensive considering else what we've got to do. They're looking to bring in Livramento. It's going to cost you 80 million. Reijnders is costing you 60. That's already 140. Then you're probably going to bring in Aït-Nouri, who's going to cost you probably about 25 million. That's just that. Then you're probably going to look at maybe bringing in maybe a centre-back, possibly. Maybe a winger as well to support Doku and Savinho, who just haven't supported the goals and assists as they would like. Too much reliance on Haaland. They're going to be releasing a lot of players this summer. I think Bernardo Silva, Jack Grealish in the areas that they're going to be replacing those players. And that's the reason why I think, a big reason why they pulled out the deal in the sense. Also, they thought, look, the overall package, we can rebuild a big part of our squads with that money. For the price of getting Florian Wirtz, they've managed to get Reijnders and potentially Livramento and Aït-Nouri, which looks like they're going to be advanced deals. That's fair play to Manchester City, because that's just a brilliant piece of business from them. And this is a signing where we're going to look back in a year's time and we're like, yep, 60 million. Can't go wrong. he was one of the best midfielders in the league. And I think he's going to come in and do that because he's going to offer versatility to be able to play in the 6, to help out Rodri coming back from his injury, while covering the acres of space in the 8, while releasing the ball going forward. I actually think going forward is not actually too bad as well in terms of covering the ground, breaking up play. I've seen him do it for Milan, and I've seen him do it for the Dutch team in the Euros. So this is just brilliant business. Fair play to them, and they're just going to keep moving as a club. And I'm intrigued to see what they'll do once they've sorted out the 2 fullback areas. Once they've done the 2 fullback areas, they've brought in Reijnders. Are they still going to go in for a Morgan Gibbs White? Are they going to go for someone else? And don't forget, they're getting Ryan Cherky for 30 to 40 million. So ultimately, they've rebuilt their midfield for about 90 million in Reijnders, Ryan Cherky, and obviously Rodri to put into that place as well. And that's probably one of the best midfielders in the league. For £90 million, to have Rodri, the best DM in the world, a really good attacking midfielder, a really good box-to-box 8 in Reijnders for 90 million, you can't go wrong, Manchester City. And this is where I questioned a lot of people saying, Man City aren't going to be back, Man City's not going to be back. Man City will be back. They've got ambitious owners, ambitious people that have got the right mentality and the mindset to get back to the top level. It's first or nothing. And you saw a couple of people about that, Man City. If we got Champions League football and an FA Cup, it's not good enough. And they're the standards they have. Ultimately, a trophy in top 4, that's a good season. You got Champions League football and you won a trophy. But that's not their standards. Their standards is winning 4 in a row, going to Champions League finals, winning the treble, 100 points. And they want to get back to that. And I think next season, as a Liverpool fan, Man City, the team I fear the most, not because of the business they're doing, just because of what they've done over the past decade. You know, when they make a mistake, they correct the wrongs. And you go and listen to Cardoon's interviews post seasons, he's always looking to improve. If they fail in the markets, they'll make sure they go and do the business. This is business that should have been done a long time ago for Man City. They should have brought in a midfielder or 2. They shouldn't have had to spend the money that they spent in January. That should have been spent in the summer. And they probably wouldn't have had as a bad of the season as they did in terms of their standards. But fair play to Man City. They got their man over the line. And now it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to tackle the next part of the window. Don't forget the Club World Cup is coming up, guys. So if they're Man City are going to be bound to be doing business, because if you win the Club World Cup, I believe you get 100 million plus sponsorships, TV rights, and all that stuff because it's on DAZN. Then you add into the fact of 60 million you get for entering the cup competition. It makes sense for you to spend the money now. If you win it, you've basically effectively made your money back, and it basically costed you fuck all. So not only that, you've won the cup competition, which is a trophy. You've managed to rebuild a massive portion of your squad while winning a trophy, all in basically the hands of just winning a trophy, and you've basically got it for fuck all. So that's why you have to say fair play to them. I don't think they're going to get all their business done before the time of the Club World Cup, because the Club World Cup's in like 9 days. The window shuts in like 10 days. No, not 10 days, in less than a week. So if they can bring in an 8 Nori, which looks to be a here we go any minute, potentially bring in a Livramento, they'll have a really good chance at winning the Club World Cup. If they do, they're going to spend big after that. So buckle up. If people are thinking Manchester City are not going to be back next season, I think they're in for a rude awakening. And yeah, absolutely scandalous that people have actually been writing off Manchester City. Absolutely scandalous. They are going to be back. If people think this is a good set business right now, you wait until they get the Livramentos, the 8 Norwich and through the buildings, who are all players that will all take all our respective clubs. Then they're going to add in Ryan Cherky, who every single man and his dog wants at the football club. Then they're going to add probably over 1 or 2 more players into that. Then they're going to have time to all gel together. Guardiola's going to come up with a plan like he always does. So Man City will be back next season. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Reijnders to Man City. Here we go. £70 million euros. Make sure you smash that like. Subscribe to the channel. People, we're out. Take care. They're going to be back.